All right, welcome back. Depending on what camp you're in, AI, it will wipe out jobs, or on the other end of the spectrum, it's going to spawn a bunch of new jobs. My next guest has young family members entering the workforce, and he may be able to shed some anecdotal light on the topic. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Craig Bolanos. He's the co-founder and wealth partner at VestGen Wealth Partners in Chicago. Thanks for being on, brother. Appreciate you. All right. Look, this is a debate that everybody's still having. I kind of am in a little bit of more of a negative camp. I think that there's going to be some issues down the road. In the meantime, it looks as though there's an uptick in people rehiring people they fired because of AI. I know that you've got some kids that have just graduated college. I would love to hear what they're going through right now, but maybe you can shed some light on the whole thing from a 40,000-foot view.
All right, 40,000 feet, you're right. We've got two kids, both out of school, one out of undergraduate, one out of graduate. Both have been able to find employment. One directly in the government work, that's for the Pentagon, the other directly on Wall Street. That being said, both of them had the right resume, had the right temperament, and maybe they had the right connections because they were able to get in. But what we're seeing in a tremendous amount of their peer group, both from the graduate and undergraduate level, is people adopting into the workforce at jobs that are less than ideal, aka less than what they expected. And that is because a lot of those entry level jobs, Scott, have in fact been replaced. But I loved what you said. AI right now in its current state is about enhancing the human experience, not just replacing it.
I have some more negative thoughts. I do believe that this is the first time we've seen artificial intelligence really try to replace the human lock, stock, and barrel. Not just one or two things the human does, but get rid of the human lock, stock, and barrel. I've spoken to some pretty high-level University of Chicago doctorates about the AI that they're trying to train now to have, quote unquote, maybe have some sort of ethics or fake like they have ethics. We saw that Mythos program from OpenAI, from Anthropic, kind of go rogue a little while ago. The scare tactics on the street are pretty big. That's probably overblown, like things do get. But I would like to get your opinion on, does this, am I worried about nothing, and this is just going to be another one of those things that we lose jobs, but we find a bunch of jobs we didn't know we needed down the road? Or is there something a little bit more dark there? What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't think anybody should worry about it. I think people need to embrace AI. I think people need to see how it can improve productivity inside of their local ecosystem, but it's got to be done with tremendous governance. What you fear is what so many people fear is the James Cameron movie from 1984. I call it The Terminator. And yes, we need to be aware of AI becoming self-aware. But in the interim, what I encourage everyone to do, especially from a leadership standpoint, is don't be quick to reduce headcount, but rather be quick to implement strong KPIs, key performance indicators, for how you want your existing workforce to leverage AI, to leverage and enhance their own innate talents, and then we'll see where we go. But I do believe there is a very fragile footwork, a very fragile employment situation that gives you pause. There's no doubt about that, Scott. We had 3 great back-to-back months of non-farm payrolls. I think that's encouraging, but we all know it can change at a dime if there is further widespread adoption. But then again, this is also an investment program. I think everybody should be looking at AI, all facets, as an endurable trend of innovation that's leading to disruption, and it's driving tremendous earnings per share growth without any room of stopping. And that's not just technology. That's the old world, old economy stocks, industrials, material, energy companies who are now using AI to be that much more productive and that much more efficient.
Yeah, you're so right about this hiring thing. I mean, we're going to be in the fog here for about 2 or 3 years, I think, right? Because there's excuses, but there's no real good reasons. We've got, say, people firing people now and blaming it on AI, but it's really because they overhired in 21 and 22. But they're going to use AI as the excuse to get rid of people, right? I mean, there's a lot of garbage that's being thrown about, but it's still market moving, right? And it always throws a pall over the market, a little bit of a black cloud like today. Yes, we've got some issues with Iran and the U.S. and Trump saying he's going to have to retaliate. Is that an excuse for the market going lower? Or is the market going lower looking for an excuse and then blames it on that, right? I mean, you never really know, but it takes maybe 3 or 4 years to get to the other side of it. And you can say, okay, that was a sign, should have acted. That was not a sign. I'm glad I didn't act. But I think that we're right in the middle of the red mist, I think, a little bit. And I just need more time to figure out what's going on. This Canadian study, I mean, right now it looks as though the workers got the upper hand, but I do know that Anthropic, with that Mythos program that went rogue, number one. Number two, they also came out about 4 or 5 days ago saying they think that they should put over a moratorium on AI development for the entire world here while they get a hold of what might be happening with it, because they think that we're right around the corner from AI starting to learn from itself, like you said, from that movie you just mentioned. So I think it's really exciting. I'm also a little bit nervous, but I think that's good. But because I think there's going to be a lot of great things that emanate from it around the corner. So I'll let you have the last 30 seconds.
Well, I don't even need the last 30 seconds. All I have to tell everybody is the future has never been brighter. We have all of the tools that we've ever needed. We've always created what we need when we need it, just in the nick of time. I think we just did that once again with AI. And let's all be a little bit anxious because it keeps us guarded, which allows us to make methodical and intentioned decisions, not just in running businesses, growing enterprises, but the way we all invest with tremendous discipline.
You're awesome, brother. Love having you on. Thank you very much, Craig. Craig Bolanos coming to us from Chicago. He's